Welcome, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm James. I'll be your host for today. Welcome to MoveLab, and in particular, welcome to CommunityFIT's Integration Week. For the last 5 weeks, this is week 6 of the series. The last 5 weeks, we've been playing with foundations and sensory organs and how sight and sound interplay. We've worked with the upper body and low body. We've played. There's been a lot of information, and this is the week where we're going to make it make sense or sort of reveal or get curious about why even bother with this style of movement and where does it go. So today's class, we are going to draw upon some of the lessons, but the work we're going to do today is more along the lines of what you might find at a gym, what you might find in a video. However, if everyone was on screen, my wish whenever I'm teaching is that everyone would look different, that everyone would be doing something differently, that people would be opting out or doing more of something. Because that's the whole point, is getting curious about what feels good in your body. Where do you want to put your feet? Where do your arms belong? Do you do this thing faster? Do you do this thing slower? How do you adapt and make sense of a given cue, a given exercise, so that it means something for your body? So that there's more than just a dictation from teacher to student of what to do and what not to do. This is about autonomy, discernment, self-trust. So, having said all of that, we're going to get started as we always do with a breathing exercise, a little nervous system warm-up, and then right into the movement practice for today. As I dropped into the chat, I won't be sticking around today for questions afterwards. I've got a thing I've got to get to. So, if you have questions, you can find me at james@jamescrater.com, and I'll be here the rest of the week to answer any questions you might have. We have 2 stress resets and another MoveLab on Thursday. So, let's get started with a breathing practice. You get to choose. What breathing practice do you want to start off with today? Do you want to do a 4-7-8, a physiological sigh, a balloon breath, a breathing somewhere in particular, a listening for breath? Go ahead and do your breathing practice. Go ahead and start. Do your breathing. If you need a little more stewarding of the situation, I'm going to do physiological sigh. I'm going to do 5 of them so you can follow along, or just keep doing your breathing. Ideally, you're doing your breathing right now. I'm going to do 5 physiological sighs. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'll show you with my hands. Two more. One more. Right into nervous system warm-ups. We have covered so many of them between this class and stress reset. Which one do you need to do first? You can follow along with me. I'm not going to do a lot of talking about them today. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. But feel free, we've got about 3 to 5 minutes for you to do the things that you need to do. For me, Integration Week is about what's in your body, what is stored as a resource, what are you able to recall and make sense out of, so that when you aren't doing the thing explicitly, when we're not just, hey, we have 3 minutes to do nervous system work before we do something hard, so that it's easier to resource when you're at your office and you're like, oh, I've got a busy day. What is the thing I need to do today? What do you have in your tool belt? And it's okay if you're new to this and you're like, I don't have a lot in my tool belt. Now you know. But if you've been with me for the last couple of years and even in the park before that, you should have a lot of tools in your tool belt. Pro tip as we continue, let your warm up here be playful. Sort of, where do I need to go with this today? What in your body feels like it needs some attention? What in your body feels like it needs to be more awake, more alive? Classically, we would talk about it as warmed up, so that you feel confident, so that you feel like you've got some trust in what you're about to do today. Again, I'm not really going to talk about my warm-ups today. I'm just going to do mine, creating the opportunity and the space for you to practice yours. Which of the things that we've covered feel the best to you? And again, if you're new, I'm not leaving you out. You can follow me here, but just know that there are more choices. It's not just this. I'm just going with what I feel like I need to do today. Three, and two, and one. A little hip warm up here. Then from there, I'm just going to go side to side. Getting the hips warmed up, low back, pelvis, rotational bodies. Practicing that eyesight thing, letting my eyes follow my hands. Drawing upon week number 2, sensory organs and how sight, sound, feeling inform your movement. In order to go up, something's got to push down. Little upper body warm up. Where are my collarbones? Where are my shoulder blades? How does that become an arm? Other side. Both. A little tapping and stroking. A little shaking. Sighing, yawning, noise making. 2 more. One more. Good. Go ahead and lie all the way down. Starting off somewhere familiar, going into your bridging practice. I lift up, I come back down. This is the task. Something's got to push down to go up. We're doing a bridge, so a bridge requires your pelvis to come off the ground at some point, and then back down. But here's the thing. We're going to create an opportunity for you to figure out, how do you want to do your bridge today? What information, what needs to be woken up? What do you need to do? Maybe you go up through the right and down through the left, up through the left, down through the right. Maybe your feet go somewhere different. Maybe you go quicker or slow. Maybe it all planks up or articulates down. Maybe your feet are asymmetrical and your arms are asymmetrical. Maybe you look where you want to go. Do the thing that makes sense to you. Informed by what we've covered the last 5 weeks. 3 more. All the way down. Come up into your version of a crunch and back down. A crunch requires that at some point your head and your shoulders attempt to come off the ground and back down. There's a rest, and then there's an up. Now, all of the rules and regulations you know about a crunch are someone's opinion. You now have tools from the last few weeks to discern how to make the crunch experience work for you. Maybe you give yourself a task. My hands try to touch my knees. Both hands try to touch left knee. Both hands try to touch right knee. Maybe my knees move somewhere different. Maybe I reach up, come up through the right ribs, down through the left, up through the left, down through the right. 6 more crunches. You decide how you do it. Maybe my hands go somewhere different. Open your arms to the letter T. Knees drop to the right and to the left. Familiar stretch. How do you want to make it personalized? Maybe one knee goes and then the other. Maybe your feet are off the floor. Maybe your legs are straight. Maybe one knee is bent. Maybe the other one is bent. Maybe the feet are in a different position. Slide both legs straight. Pilates roll-up exercise. I reach my arms, I lift my head. I roll up slowly in an attempt to touch my feet and roll back down. Again, I come up in an attempt to touch my own toes and I come back down. That's the form. That's the gesture, the shape we're trying to make. Maybe yours looks different. Maybe you come up through the right or the other side. Maybe you need help with your arms to come up. Maybe one foot lifts and you try to touch that foot. Maybe your feet are in a different place. 3 more. All the way down. Roll over onto your side. Bend your knees. Classic sort of Jane Fonda leg lift. Up and down. Up and down. Maybe this works for you, or maybe you want your foot to stay down. Maybe you want your knees more in front of your body or more back. What do you want it to feel like today? What would be the point of doing this in your body today? Maybe you want that top leg straight or more in front. Just noticing, where do I feel that? What am I feeling? What do I want to be feeling right now? Where am I inviting the work? Where am I noticing support? Where am I letting go? Where am I efforting? Maybe I do some circles. 4, 3, 2, reverse. 4, 3, 2, hold. Maybe I draw my own name in cursive. and rest. Bend your knees, come all the way up, flip to the other side, and explore there. Here's the thing, you don't have to remember exactly what you just did. You have to pay attention to what does this side need, not what did you do over here, because the answer might be different. And we have different sides. So I can go here, I can go here, up, it could come in front. What are you noticing? Where is the work taking place? Where could it be taking place? Does it make sense, right? Like, oh, look at this. I'm lifting my leg, but I feel I'm working in my shoulders. Is that even logical? Maybe I can let go of some of the tension in the shoulders so I can find some of the work down in my hip joints. Circles, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse, 5, 4, 3, 2, name writing, or what shape do you want to make? I like names in cursives because your signature means something to you. And rest. Bend or go onto your belly. Hands are going to need to go underneath your shoulders. Knees are going to bend. Make your spine long. From there, push the floor away and come back down. Push it away and come back down. Notice, do you leave your head behind? Does your head lead? Or is it one long head to tail movement governed by your arms? So remember, I'm coming up, so something's got to push down. 3, 2, 1, rest backwards, rocking right and left, or just being there. In fact, spend a moment exploring your spine, meaning spend the next minute and a half getting curious about different ways your spine can move. In fact, let's even get more particular. Come to hands and knees. Maybe your spine does a cat-cow. Maybe it goes side to side. Maybe it makes a circle and reverse. Maybe it becomes a snake. Maybe it can kind of just move however it wants to move. And really think about your tail spine, your low back spine, your rib spine, neck spine. And if you want more, maybe you come to a low kneel and you think about, how do I get my spine to move in new and interesting ways? Maybe I come up. And relax. Come to hands and knees. Now, can you keep your spine that soft, but make it even longer? Pick your feet up. Go down into kitty cat push-up. And up. Bowl of water first between our hands. Then a little forward. How far forward can you go with that? 2 more. And sitting back, a little rock, right and left. Sort of a MoveLab way to do it, but let's transform that into 10 push-ups. I've already given you options. You can be on hands and knees. Your knees could be behind you, or you can come to a full plank. As you go into those push-ups, you have 10 of them. 10, not 8, not 7. All 10 don't have to be in a plank. You decide, but there is 10. Do you go straight down? Do you go down and forward? Do you go down and to the right? Where are your knees? What do you need to do? What is your head doing? What are your ribs doing? How about the length of your spine? Take ownership of your body for these 10. Here we go. 10. rest. Maybe you're still doing 10, maybe you got to 7. Go back and finish. Do the other 3. Good. A little more Pilates. Left leg in front, right leg to the side. Left arm lifts, stretch over. Arm goes down, stretch over. Now think about the continuity of your spine there. Is your neck spine, your rib spine, your tail spine all moving, or did something get stuck? Then take both feet. They don't need to be fully stacked. Here is good enough. Kind of knee on top of arch. Hand goes down. I stretch, I stretch. Now I can be here, or I can push down to go up. Here we go. Push down, stretch, go underneath. Open up, come down. Maybe your legs landed in the perfect spot. Maybe they need to come closer, further away, changing orientation. What do you want to get out of it today? 2. Follow your hand with your eyes. Last 1. Other side. A little staggered first. So you can see MoveLab, once you understand some principles, some foundations, some context, create some discernment and self-trust, you get to decide how you move. Here we go. 3 more. 2. 1 more. From there, come all the way up to standing. However you get there, you get there. Rolling to the right and the left side of your ankles. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Center, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes. Then go down into your version of the squat while I get some water. And then come back up. Again, your version of a squat. Go down, come up. 1 more before you see mine. Go down, come back up. Then, why does your squat look like that? What purpose was it serving? What was your body telling you as you were doing it? How else could you try it? What other options do you have? So that little cells, little joints, new ways of moving begin to unravel and unfold in front of you. Going down, squat, stay down. Maybe you play a little bit down here. Maybe both heels come up. And then we come up, back down, and up, back down, and up, back down, and up, back down, and up. 1 more. Stay down. See if you can lift your heels. Put your heels down. Can you lift your toes? Heels lift, toes lift. Heels lift, toes lift. 1 more. Heels lift, toes lift. Come up. Shake it out. Get some mat in front of you. Go down into your lunge. Whatever a lunge would look like. And then come back up. Lunge, stand up. Lunge, stand up. Lunge, stand up. Repeat. Lunge. Stand up. Lunge. Stand up. Or lunge. Stand up. Lunge. Stand up. Or lunge. Stand up. Lunge. Stand up. Repeat. Lunge. Stand up. Lunge. Stand up. Keep going. Can you get your upper body involved? Maybe even creating some balance work. Pick a hand, follow it with your eyes. And stand. From there, let's work our feet a little bit. Lift your left heel. All 5 toes on there, squeezing, pushing down. Other side. Other side. If you look at it from the side, it looks like this. Maybe opposite arm reaches. Other arm goes in the back. And you look for it. Hold, maybe they go down and switch. Maybe they go down, up, switch, up, switch. Maybe we go tiptoe, switch, tiptoe, switch, tiptoe, switch. How are your toes? Are you using all of them? Center, shake it out. From there, open up your legs wider than you are. Weight shift, side, side, side. Weight shift so much that a leg comes up. Find some balance in there. How are you in relationship to balance? Is it static or is it dynamic? Switch sides. Find your center. Make a big shape. Make a little shape. Big shapes. Little shapes. Big shape. Little shape. Big shape. Take your left leg off the floor. Little shape. Big. Little. Big. Little. Big. Little. Big. Relax. Take a walk around your space. Let your arms swing. Check in with your feet. Pelvis, back, shoulders. Find your center. As you stand there, how tall are you? And can you be that tall from the back of your neck, not the chest or the front of the body? It's like the back of the neck gets to be that tall. And as you're there, can you be a bigger shape? A little wider, a little deeper, a little taller? Can you occupy your space? Put your hands on your heart. Take a nice deep inhale into your own hands. Tell yourself thank you for showing up today and this whole series. Take a look around your space. It would have been different had you been in a different space. And in particular, take a look at anyone you see on your screen, anyone in the room with you. Tell your community thank you. Thank you so much for coming and joining us and for inviting us into your community. I hope this class sort of illuminates why and where we can go with this work. It's about self-trust, problem solving, and sense-making your experience. So thank you all so much. I hope you join me for the rest of the week. Bye, everybody.
Great. Thank you, James. I know you can't stick around, so thanks a lot, and we'll see you tomorrow for stress
everybody.
reset.
Thank you.
Bye. All right, I'll stick around if you guys have any questions. I did not realize that my background was not up, so looks like you can see my bedroom. So if there aren't any questions, let's see, maybe I can blur it. Oh, there's my dog. Virtual background. Let's do a blur here. There we go. Unless you have any questions, we will get these this block of classes posted hopefully by the end of this month. So you will get some notification for that as well. And then of course, for our next block, it'll start the middle of January. As long as we have a valid email on file, you will get the Zoom info for the next block. So, okay, well, it doesn't look like there's any questions. So thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.